First of all, I think we should get to know the AI. I'm gonna ask what the AI's name is.
Hello.
What is your name? Because they're gonna be guiding us throughout the whole day, so we need to get to know them. Hey, my name is my AI.
Oh,
That's a boring name.
Yeah.
just say, okay, I'm gonna call you Steve. You're gonna like it.
Can I call you Steve? Of course, you can call me whatever you'd like.
Steve it is.
Steve, where should me, Kieran and Ryan go and get food? How about trying out the Grill Stock Smokehouse? They serve up delicious barbecue food and have a great atmosphere for a casual lunch with friends.
Steve has spoken!
It's permanently closed.
Okay, well then,
Wait, that's in Bath.
Huh?
That's the one in Bath.
Oh yeah. I think it's like not open anywhere.
oh,
I just want to go outside. It's so sunny.
that's not open anymore.
Fucking idiot, Steve. Alright, here we go. Sounds good, Steve, but it's closed. Do you have another suggestion? How about trying the Bay Caf? They offer a variety of sandwiches and salads that would be perfect for a light lunch with friends.
Yeah, sure. That looks great.
Well, I guess we're going to the Bay Cafe then. See you there. Well, no, I'll probably film on the way. See you in a second. Right, so AI told us that we need to go to the Bay Cafe, which is in town. So we're gonna go get a bus. 16-minute walk to the bus stop, and then, I don't know, how long does it take to get to town?
7 hours.
Well, depending on traffic, about 20 to 30 minutes.
20 to 30 minutes on the bus, and then we're gonna be at the Bay Cafe. And it better be good because, well, I don't know why. We headed off on our adventure into the unknown, excited to see if Steve's choice would be any good. It wasn't long before the midday sun took its toll on our fragile human bodies, so we sought refuge at a nearby watering hole. Drinks acquired and thirst quenched, there was nothing that could stop us now. The bus! We were going to miss the bus! Oh, never mind, we made it. Before we knew it, we were in the seaside town of Weston-super-Mare, home to this thing and a pier. A short walk down the promenade and we'd made it to Steve's first suggestion, the Bay Cafe. Whilst Ryan pondered the menu, I enjoyed the beautiful flowers and a lovely view of a road.
Wow.
After our drinks arrived, we decided to ask Steve to choose what food we should get. Steve, should Kieran get chicken or turkey? Okay. Connection issues. Oh no. With Steve letting us down already, we had to resort to the old-fashioned method of flipping a coin. After about 10 minutes, our food was brought to the table and it looked pretty good. But it was at this point I noticed Ryan acting strange. He kept freezing up randomly. I wasn't sure what to make of it, so I ignored it for now. Luckily, by the end of the meal, he seemed to have recovered and was ready to give his review.
Chips were nice.
With our first stop completed, we headed off down the windy beachfront to see what Steve would suggest we do next. It's very sunny, so I'm hoping he says something outdoors, but he's a fickle man, Steve. Where had Ryan just been? His erratic behaviour was now beginning to make me suspicious. A one-off I could ignore, but 2 times? Could that be a coincidence? I didn't know for sure, but I'd definitely be keeping an eye on him for the rest of the day. So we'll see what he wants us to do. Right, the good news is, he said, why not head to the beach and soak up some sun? Weston's
Done it.
super relaxing and enjoying the beautiful weather, so
Completed it, mate.
we just need to get on the beach and then we can.
Steve was literally sat on it.
This is the beach.
Our beach trip lasted all of about 30 seconds before we decided it was far too windy. Back off the beach, we asked Steve what we should do next. Steve told us we could take a stroll and grab a bite to eat or a drink along the way. Clearly Steve was having memory issues as we'd literally just eaten, so I said we'd get a drink instead. He provided us 3 different suggestions of places to go. Heroes Bar was closed. Vibes Bar was closed, but the Regency was open. We headed off, but not before we were accosted by the local youths.
Ahoy! Weston.
Before I knew it, we'd arrived at our next destination, the Regency. We ordered a pint and sat outside, taking in the beautiful scenery.
Say something epic.
Say something what?
Whilst it wasn't the worst pub in the world, we weren't exactly desperate to stay, so we loaded up the Snapchat and asked Steve where to next.
If you're looking for something a bit different, you might want to check out The Lockup. It's a quirky bar that's known for its creative cocktails and unique atmosphere.
Never heard of that. That's new. See, where is that? Bristol.
Yeah, it's in Bristol.
Oh, surprise, surprise.
About 20 miles away from Weston-super-Mare.
Unfortunately, the place Steve had suggested was in Bristol, not Weston, but we gave him another go.
Not sure if there's a place like that in Weston-super-Mare, but you might want to check out the old Thatch Cottage. It's a charming pub that's down there, it's cosy atmosphere and great.
How did it?
With our next place locked in, we raised our glasses to Steve's brilliance, and this is where it all went wrong. This wasn't Steve. This wasn't the AI I'd been building a connection with all day. I knew Steve's memory could be dodgy, so I double-checked just to make sure. But this AI had no idea what I was talking about. This was an imposter. And suddenly, it all began to make sense. The reason Ryan had been freezing up earlier in the day, why he'd been disappearing off on his own, and the random bouts of aggression. He was speaking to Steve behind my back and had stolen him away from me. I could see it all bright as day now. I knew I had to fix this, but I had to bide my time and keep the charade going while I hatched a plan. So we went to the Regency and we had a lovely pint in their little back garden thing. We now need to go to the old Thatch Cottage, which is just down the road. We definitely haven't been misleading it into making us go to places where beer is.
We actually didn't.
No, we actually didn't, so we're going to Thatch Cottage, so.
You just said get the drink.
See you there.
So we'll do it.
The old Thatched Cottage. We made it to the next stop and decided to let the AI pick what drinks we should get. We put in all the different options from the menu and asked the AI to choose.
Hi, my AI, what should we get? Cocktails, Prosecco, wine, spirit, or beer?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
That depends on your personal preference. What kind of drinks do you normally enjoy?
I'll say all of them, we just can't decide.
Yeah.
If you're having trouble deciding, I suggest trying a cocktail. They're often a great mix of flavours and can be a fun way to try something new. So there you go.
Odds. 4 to 1.
3, 2,
2. Alright. Oh, shit.
After the cocktails, I began to keep an eye on Ryan and saw that he was talking to someone on his phone. It had to be Steve. At this point, I decided to take drastic action. I asked the AI if there were any dangers nearby, and they mentioned the rocks on the seafront weren't far away. I confirmed with the AI how dangerous they really could be. And with that information, a plan was formed.
I feel like I'm on holiday, Bobs.
We had drinks at the old Thatch Cottage, like the AI told us to, and now we're going to go to the rocks, even though the AI told us not to go to the rocks. I just really feel like we should go there.
Wait, Steve told us not to go there?
Shut up, Ryan. As the sun began to drift towards the horizon, we arrived to the place the AI had mentioned. My heart grew heavy as I contemplated what I had to do. But deep down I knew I could never trust Ryan again after he stole Steve from me and replaced him with some imposter AI. I had to do something. So I confronted him, we argued, and with one fateful push, it was over. GCSE drama.